真实记录，用第一视角还原案情始末。大家好，这里是警察视角，我是阿文。影片中的女人叫夏琳，33岁，是德州一男子监狱的狱警，但现在她却被调查，捉进了审讯室。
Of a possible improper relationship between you and Jacob Parker. So we're here for that, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you about it and get your side of that story.
I don't know anything about it. I mean,
Do you know who I'm talking about?
He's in pod 6.
Okay.
I mean, he's just a trustee that we have, around, and.
Okay. Have you talked to him on any jail phone calls or anything like that?
No.
Not at all? Okay. And where would you think that, this allegation will come from if there's nothing to it?
Well, I had a feeling this was coming. So there was an inmate named Coker, Justin Coker.
Okay.
And he got out of here for I don't know what period of time. And he tried to contact me on Facebook. And he sent me a message and I blocked him on Facebook. And I guess one time Parker was going back to Equat to use the bathroom. And he was talking at the window with me. At Equat, because I was in Equat, he was talking through the window. Mm-hmm. And I guess Coker didn't like that, which I had no contact with him or anything. And I don't know why, he went up to, I don't know what was said between them, but he went up to Parker and said something, and then Parker ended up went back to the laundry, and Parker had told me that he had gone up to him and was like, don't talk to her, or something crazy like that.
Do you know Coker?
根据谈话内容，身为5号区和1区的狱警夏琳被人举报，说他与6号区一位在洗衣房做工的囚犯28岁的帕克有非正当关系。帕克是在当年3月入狱的，夏琳是在4月入职这里的，11月他们被人瞧见在一起。对此，夏琳否认所有，他说这可能是另一位叫贾斯汀·库克的囚犯在诬告他，因为库克曾想要搭讪夏琳，但被夏琳拒绝了。
I don't know why, this, I'm wondering if, Coker maybe said something, to get him in trouble or me in trouble. I don't know if that's the only thing I think that's, related that has anything to do with Parker.
So, I was kind of told of this about, what do you think, Chris, about 45 minutes ago? So I don't know exactly how it started, who it started from. But I was told that it was brought to somebody's attention, and then we looked at jail calls. And there's jail calls between you and Parker. And all that stuff's recorded. So I don't think you're being completely truthful. Well, I kind of know that you're not.
当探员 T 提到夏琳和帕克之间的通讯时，夏琳表态说自己与帕克认识，但没有深交，两人会偶尔通话，但通话也仅限于通话，并不牵扯其他什么东西。
Yeah, whatever you heard. I guess a few years ago, we talked, and then I ended up here, and then he ended up here. I didn't know he was here. I didn't, it wasn't anything like that. And he was never my boyfriend. I just knew him from, the world.
Okay.
It's never been like phone sex or anything like that. That's not.
这时，探员突然来了一个灵魂拷问。
Well, I'm not saying having fun talking about sexual acts. From what I'm listening to on the calls, I take it as that you've given him oral at some point, is what
No,
I gathered from these calls.
No, that was in the world, but we never we never dated.
But you've had physical relationship with him when y'all were both
out. Yeah. Okay. That was before.
Okay.
But it was, we never had sex or anything. It was just kind of that.
You gave him oral sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say in the past 3 years.
Okay.
Because I was in a 7-year relationship and that ended about 3.5 years ago. And It was sometime after that.
夏琳愣了2秒，然后承认说自己曾用嘴为帕克解决需求，而他与帕克早就认识了。他们认识的时候，夏琳还没有到这，帕克也没有入狱。他们交换过电话号码，聊过天，也见过几次面。嘴巴满足欲望的事情他们做过，不过那已经是3年前了。
Okay. Have you given him any photographs of you?
No.
So what do you think that he's going to say about this? What do you mean the same thing? You told
Like
me?
when I told you that we had something going on, a few years back, and he ended up here, and I saw him, and then, obviously, like, he already had my number, so, like, it's not secret.
So one of the things we're going to be doing is like looking at cameras and stuff too. Has there been any times where y'all were alone? Or you go out of camera view or anything like that? Anything that's going to look suspicious that way?
I don't think so.
I still don't feel like you're coming out with the whole thing. So, like I said, I'm not trying to badger you or nothing. I just think that it's important that we know exactly what happened. So initially you said you kind of like played it off like you hardly knew him.
I didn't say I like I knew him. I
just looked in the system. There was like almost 400 calls.
探员 T 并不相信夏琳的话，而当另一位探员 C 取来了夏琳与帕克2人通过监狱电话进行交流的记录和内容时，夏琳显得很尴尬。他表示自己有点痴呆，对近期的事情记不太清了。但随即探员播放了电话录音，以此来帮助夏琳恢复记忆。以下的通话时间是在夏琳帮帕克解决了个人需求的当夜。
Dude. I'm putting the leftover macaroni and cheese in the fridge.
Oh my God.
Even though we all know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're not gonna eat them.
I am.
In 2 weeks, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm on your ass.
I got a lot of stuff to clean and get rid of before you come home. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Dave, did you hear what I said?
What'd you say?
I said there's a lot of things I need to clean and get rid of before you come home.
Why?
I'm just.
What? What? You probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Kenneth probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex swing, you better believe I'd leave that sucker up for you.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
I'd be mowing you down, and we look out the sliding glass door. Do you have a sliding glass door that goes to the bedroom?
夏琳在电话中还提到自己的欲望十分强烈，自己很容易就有欲望。帕克则吹捧他那方面很厉害，甚至他们已经开始计划下一次的行动。
And you got a live ass fucking head game. Oh my God.
It wasn't my best moments. I was just trying to get it done.
Are you in bed?
Don't even get me thinking about that because it makes me so horny. Like just going back and thinking about that.
It gets you horny?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, you felt me. I was like soaking through my clothes.
You're like what is that word? Like when somebody just always like can get horny like at that? I can feel it.
I get very horny very easy.
Not
like,
good.
I mean, it's not like I just like look at someone, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucking horny. No, like of course, like I only get horny for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not just like, oh my God, look, I just saw someone's dick. Oh, I'm certainly horny.
So my problem here is that you talk about how profound this was, like this giving him this blowjob was, but you like don't remember anything about it. It's like you're just telling me something, but you're having trouble coming up with details about it. You know what I mean? Like if it's that profound.
I gave him a blowjob. How do you describe a blowjob?
How often do you see him back there?
No. I'll stop by. I'll be in there for like a minute or two, and then I go down there every day. But like if I'm in the area, I'll go in there.
夏令人表示说，自己与帕克的事情不是近期发生的，但这与探员所得到的举报内容并不一致。此时，另一位探员 C 开口， 在亮明自己是刑事案件调查员身份的同时，重点指出诚实是夏琳的唯一出路。夏琳在听后显然有点慌了。
So I've noticed one thing, and I want you to understand this about both of us. Both of us are veteran homicide detectives, okay? I've been doing this a while. You seem to have blanks in your memory when we get to certain details, but you remember being groped in the blowjob from 3 years ago. I find that hard to believe, okay? This is your one chance to be honest with us.
Yes.
Once we get up and walk out and we're done, we're done.
Yeah.
And honesty is the only thing that's going to help you with us.
I might have given him a blowjob in that part.
In that part of the equine? How long ago was that?
A few months ago.
A few months ago? How long have you worked here?
Since April.
Since April this year?
Mhm.
Was he already here?
He was right here.
Okay. Were there any other witnesses to it? Okay.
No.
I'm just wondering because
Like people standing around while I'm.
Well, you work days, right?
Yes.
Were you working days at the time? That's why I'm asking. Was anyone around? Because I mean, everybody's up in daytime.
Right.
The jail's locked down.
So how did this come to happen? Like, how did y'all get to be alone?
At that time, yeah, they had brought him from the pod to work.
夏琳招供了整个过程。1个月前，当囚犯帕克劳动时，夏琳带着他避开了所有的眼目，然后开始了一些运动。
Yeah, he was going to push cleanup into 1516, and I needed to roll the doors open, so you can go in. So I had the key to unlock, that little picket area so that you can roll. And we were walking back there, and he leaned in to kiss me, and I just flipped.
And then I know this is stupid, but it's just the way things work. What do you mean by blowjob?
I put his dick in my mouth.
夏琳知道自己在劫难逃，她开始忧心自己的工作以及是否会入狱。
I'm gonna ask, but I feel like I know the answer. I'm losing my job.
So that's not really up to me. Internal Affairs is aware of the allegation, and they will probably their investigation is separate from ours because it's two totally different things. So it is a possibility, but I don't make that decision either. So
Charges, like.
So it's illegal to have sexual contact with an inmate as an employee. So I said the ball kind of be in their court, but I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
I mean, would I go to jail?
That's up to the DA's office.
最终，夏琳因为与囚犯的不当行为被判入狱100天。好了，今天的实录片段就分享到这，我们下期见。